Okay, so this is the What's Up Christians tag. Lindsay from Catholic Home Life gave me a shout out and introduced me to this tag, so I thought I would do it as well. So thank you to her for introducing it to me, and also thank you to Heather from A Catholic Mom's Life for starting it. She's always starting cool Catholic stuff. So let's get started. What I'm loving lately, I am loving my husband. I'm sorry to be cheesy and romantic, but I am just loving him so much right now. I don't know, he's such an amazing man, and every day when we see each other, we just smile and hug and make each other laugh, and we're just so happy to see each other, and I'm just very blessed. I love him. And I also have to mention that nobody's perfect, no spouse is perfect. So I'll just share one annoying thing that my husband does is this favorite area of my home has these cute little cubbies and this little bench with a cushion, and I love to keep it clean and like perfect, but my husband leaves shoes and just everything all over the place. So I just sort of keep his things to one side and then keep my things to the other side. And if you can sort of let go of these annoying things that your spouse does and just focus on the positives, then you can really enjoy your spouse. And that's what I'm doing. I've let go of, this annoying thing that he does, for example, and I can focus on what an amazing man he is, and I love him so much. What I've been up to lately, I have been going to the doctor, going to the allergist, getting allergy shots, getting my blood drawn on different days in my cycle, and so yeah, not fun stuff. I haven't shared much about my health struggles on this channel because I really don't have answers yet. And I want my channel to be of benefit to people. So I plan to share about those things once I have some answers. Hopefully, if any of you are going through something similar, you can benefit from some of the things that I've tried. I have shared about dental health because I figured that out. But allergies, for example, still working on that. A prayer that God answered recently, I have to mention two. One is my friends, a couple, they had been trying to conceive and they did, and it's actually a secret. I don't think they meant to tell me, but I guess when we were talking, they just couldn't hold it in. So a lot of people in our circle don't know, and so I have to keep it a secret. Also, my friend in the city that I'm living in now, she had a healthy baby boy and no traumatic birth story. So I was really happy for that because I have some friends who've had some traumatic experiences giving birth, and she did not. It was pretty smooth, and so I'm really happy that God gave her that beautiful gift, her son, and a smooth labor. I am excited about 33 Days to Morning Glory. I am so excited to start this preparation for Marian Consecration. If you want to do it with me, I'm starting November 9th. So mark your calendar. I'm not going to post anything about it on November 9th because I really don't have much to share right now, but definitely after I finish this book or maybe halfway through, I will post something about it. But I'm starting November 9th because I want to consecrate myself to Mary on Our Lady of Guadalupe's feast day, because the story of Our Lady of Guadalupe is just so amazing to me, so miraculous, and I'm just so excited for this. So please join me November 9th. One random fun fact about me is that I went skydiving and my parachute failed.
None of this stuff was in the online course. You ready to go?
I'm a very cautious person and normally would never entertain the idea of jumping out of a plane, but my brother and my dad were planning to go, and I just thought, wow, they're gonna be bonded for life with this memory. I want to get in on it too.
In the news, there's someone shooting down the right to choose. It doesn't seem at all they chose the
parachute released sort of like a bow tie, so the strings went over the parachute, so it was like this, and we were spinning.
I find my spine is crooked in design. I wanna be so much more. I wanna be so much. Rescue me.
My instructor that I was attached to, he cut the parachute from us and then released the second parachute, which was a different color, yellow, so that everyone knew that we had a problem. And we landed far away from where we were supposed to land, and I basically got 2 jumps for the price of 1, because when he cut that first parachute from us, we dropped again. Yeah, and that was scary.
What are you holding there?
This was the old parachute, I think. This is we used the second parachute.
What? Your parachute didn't work?
Yeah, but I'm still alive.
It's a good thing you had 2 of them, huh?
I'm so happy that I'm alive and I'm not going to go skydiving again. My favorite memory from last month was when my husband and I went to visit his family and a lot of our friends in a big city that we both lived in for over a decade. And I got to see one of my friends that I adore, that I only get to see maybe once a year or once every 2 years. And I've known her since I was 18 and I just love her. So I got to do a double date with her and her husband, and also celebrated a friend's birthday. And then we took our niece and nephew home with us, and I just showered them with love and took them lots of fun places. And then some of our in-laws came down and spent some time with us, and then took our niece and nephew home to their parents. And it was just great, and I'm so glad we were able to do that. God has taught me lately to truly find my joy in Him, and to just love and trust Him more than anything of this world. An example is I'm used to living in a big city where there's a lot of opportunity to do work that I really love, with people that I love, and also to not be suffering from allergies as much, because this new city that I live in, I have found work that I love, but it's part-time and there's just not as much. And I'm also really suffering from allergies. So I do miss living in an area with more opportunity for me and less of an allergic response to the environment. But during this time, I've really been spending a lot of time in prayer, a lot of time with God, and I've been loving it. I have found so much joy in God, and I just love Him and trust Him. And I'm grateful for this time. If I were working full-time hours, I don't even know if I could handle it with my allergies right now. But also, I wouldn't have had this time to really dive deep into my faith. So it's been beautiful, and I'm grateful. Right now, I am reading Opening Your Heart, The Starting Point. This book is a Bible study. It's the first of a series with Walking with Purpose. And I'm reading this with my local women's group. And right now we are on lesson 15, which is about the role of suffering in our lives. So I'm excited to see my women's group soon and dive into that chapter. Lately, I've been praying for the church. I'm just praying that God will cleanse our church and rebuild it and just make it stronger than ever. I've also been praying for the victims of abuse, also anyone suffering with infertility, and I've been praying for God to bless my husband and I with a child, and also for anyone who suffered from the hurricane. I believe South Carolina was hit the hardest, so I'm definitely praying for them. Before I answer this last question, the Christian YouTuber that I'm loving right now, I have to mention that I love all the women from the summer book club that I just did. Since I gave a shout out to them already, I want to give a shout out to another Christian YouTuber. But definitely check out all the ladies from that book club. I've linked below my thank you and confession video. So the first half of that video is the confession, but if you skip to minute 10, you can Get a quick little introduction to each of the women. I talk about each of them and I just love all of those women. Another Christian YouTuber that I am loving right now is Catholic for Rednecks. He is so awesome. He converted to Catholicism from Protestantism. I think he even was a Protestant pastor at one point. He truly understands Protestant and Catholic theology, and I have noticed a disconnect between Southerners and Northerners. For example, a coworker of mine from a few years back, she told me that in the South, if someone calls you, you are not supposed to end that call. The person that called is supposed to end the conversation, and that also applies for conversations in person. And I was like, wow, because Northerners are more quick on the go and they're just ready to end the conversation and the call, whereas Southerners kind of slow down and talk. And I think there's value in both. You know, Northerners may be looking to do their next task on their to-do list, and Southerners may be just truly enjoying company. Anyway, I try to remember those tips that she gave me when I'm speaking to Southerners, and Catholic for Rednecks is awesome because he obviously understands Southerners, and there are a lot of Protestants in the South. So he's such a blessing to Southerners that he can explain Catholic culture, the Catholic faith, Catholic theology, history in a very accessible way. So definitely check out Catholic for Rednecks, linked below, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you again to Lindsay from Catholic Home Life for introducing me to this tag, and also to Heather from A Catholic Mom's Life who started this tag. And I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye!